there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back again with another video, a different one, because today I'm going to continue with an episode of this journey, which is a story that I usually share about myself. And the last time I remember sharing about my college life and how it went down, as well as hustling. And kindly go back and check out the other videos so that you can get a continuation or you can get how the story flows. This is an episode that I will be uploading once a month. So I can't wait to share this because I look forward to inspire a person out there. So let's continue from where we stopped, which is hustling and getting a job. I remember the last thing I shared was getting a stable job, and that was at I was at 21 years. That is when I got a stable job, a job that would cater for my needs, as well as being a firstborn. I was also expected to help here and there, not fully, but help here and there. So I got a stable job at the age of 21. I've already said that. And the first thing that came into my mind was settling down, because I had relocated to the place that I got the job. So the first thing you do is to find for a house, and then maybe you find for a house that you can be staying after a job. So I got a single room, which was costing 2,000. Then it was 2,000 shillings, and then after some months, I think it was 3 months, I shifted from that one and I found a better one that I was paying to 2,500 Kenyan shillings. So from there, I decided that I'm going to make myself comfortable in that house until I buy everything that I needed at that time. So you just get a new job in a new area or a new town. What you need to do is to start buying the basics, and from there you start now finding for things that are going to make you comfortable, or things that you're going to find that you are worth having them because you're already employed. So I was so focused in my job. I was doing a good job, and that is one thing that I believe and is one of my principles. When you get a job that you really want, you should work like you will not work tomorrow. You should work because there is that time that you will not be there. You need to be felt, and I've ever explained this in another video, that you need to be missed. Like what you will be doing, people need to find that there's a gap that is not fully filled, because we can't say that you cannot be replaced, especially when you're employed. That happens, you can be replaced, but is that person who is going to replace you going to be as better as you are? So I thank God, because I have not I can't say that I really hustled hard to get those jobs. And I was very focused to know what kind of job I want at what particular time. I've ever said that I've ever worked in sales and marketing. And at that time, I needed that job because I needed to go out. I needed uh, to go around and do marketing, and know have the skills of marketing for a product, so that in future, if I have something of my own, or I have a product that I'll be pushing, I would be comfortable doing it myself. I would feel like I'm courageous, and I'm going to feel okay doing it by myself. So from there, I then yeah, my point was, I have never hustled so hard to find for a job. The job that I usually want, God has been so grateful and faithful at the same time, because I always landed on that job. Funny thing of how I landed on that job, I was going on a shop very early in the morning, and then I found that the person who was attending to me was working in a certain institution, and the way you just speak with the shopkeeper, she told me that she had a problem finding for a job, for a person who can replace a person who had quit a job in that place. So I told her I can fill the space. You just go and talk to your boss. And then she told me, why don't you give me your papers and then I will go with them. So I gave her my papers. She called me the next morning and she told me to report for an interview. And that is how I landed on that job. So, and when I was looking for that job, I remember so well, like it was yesterday. My dad was also uh, finding a job for me because I had just uh, I had just resigned from the sales job, so he knew that I didn't have a job. So he was looking for a job in a different location, but I called him that same morning and told him, Dad, don't look for a job for me because I already have a job. I'm already working because I reported and the institution really needed a person to work like immediately. So I reported that day and got the job. That is what happened. So after getting the job, so I was back to the 2005 to 2500 house that I had. I decided to buy the house items and make myself comfortable so that when I'm not working, I'm in my house and I feel like I'm in a place I'm in my own house now. So I decided to start buying items and I really budgeted for that because it's hard for you to get all your salary and buy those things at once. So I decided to buy those things. And I had made some friendships at work and in the neighborhood, and that made me go or made the right decisions when it came to finances, because I remember that is where I started my financial uh, planning journey. So that is when I started, because I'm getting now much money. That is where I started planning for my money and not doing things, just not buying things because you have the money. So I had to budget so that I get to buy whatever I wanted. I've been so specific. I've been so specific in my life what I want and what I don't want, especially when it comes to buying things. I would rather stay with something if I don't get what I really need, like the item that I really require. If I don't have money to buy it, I would rather stay without. I cannot replace it with something that is not going to make me comfortable in my life. That's me. So in I bought house items, just the normal ones, like buying a set of a chair, the tables, the system, the TV. That time we were using the DVD, so that when I was when we had crossed the school, I would watch the videos. I really like watching movies, so I ensured that the carpet, all those things that are there in a house. So that is one thing that I did. Then, after fitting in the house, what comes next? Moving out. I had to move out from a single room to a double room, which was a very big achievement because now my house is full. So I needed to separate the sitting room and the bedroom and also arrange for a small kitchen. So that is what I did. I moved from a single room to a double room. So I was paying 2500. I started paying 4000, which was okay with me because at that time I had worked for, I think, 1 to 2 years, and I had also an increment where I was working. So that triggered me to get the double room. And then because I had made a lot of friendship, this is a point that really touches me every time I share this story, because I had made a lot of friendships even in the neighborhood. I got a chance of joining a women's group that was helping us save, and at the same time you get some loans that you can use to open small businesses or do something, and then you return with much lower interest. It also had a chance of the table banking, where you could come with money, and then maybe somebody needs the money. She used to take the money, and then she will bring it next month with the interest. So that is a group that I was going for, yeah, once in a month. And we built a lot of friendships from there because we became so close. We looked like sisters. We would go for functions. We would take you for any function that you have, whether it's baby shower, whether it's a wedding, all those things. It made me come so close to that, to those people. Until today, I still have a lot of connection with them because we have come from so far with them. So having this, I didn't have an idea back then at 22, 21. I didn't have an idea of opening a business and at the same time working. I felt that I had enough money to do whatever I wanted to do. So the only thing I was doing is that I was saving, and when it came to my turn of thinking that I can take a small loan, I would do some home projects. So I started doing small projects like planting of fruits. Yeah, planting of fruits, because we would communicate with my dad so much. So I had to buy some fruits, and he used to plant them. And I'm so happy because up to date, we usually get the access to the fruits. We eat the fruits. That is one of the things that I really remember about that. So from there, the last thing that I'm going to talk about is relationships. So after working for all that long, I thought that it's time to find for a relationship. And I was in a relationship with this guy who was not so straight. And you see that he never knew, like, those people who know about dating a person who is not open, like a person who will not tell you that uh, what what he looks forward to in the relationship, or he does not really want to define a relationship, whether you should go to the next level or not, or whether he's just there because you have money or not. So it came to a place where I told him that we should define the relationship, and he didn't. So I figured out that I was alone in that relationship, and it never worked. So I quit the relationship. I told him it's over. I cannot continue with a person who does not want to define the relationship, and I don't want to waste my time. And that is where I'm going to finish this story, so that you get to watch the next episode next month, where we are going to continue with what happened next after I quit the relationship. And just a taste of what is coming next, I found out that I was pregnant after quitting the relationship. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and for the returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and see you in the next video. I love you. Bye.
Until you find your way back home.